Greetings to you all, everyone. If we're all set, we will begin today's online meeting. I'm Wu Chimei from Qingdao Municipal Foreign Affairs Office, and I will be chairing today's event. 我是今天的主持人，我来自青岛市外事办公室。首先呢，请允许我介绍今天的几位重要的嘉宾。Let me begin by introducing some of our guests joining us today. 驻洛杉矶总领事馆副总领事施远强 ，Mr. 施远强 ，Deputy Consul General of China in Los Angeles.
Hello,
省对外
everyone.
常务副会长李荣 ，Miss 李荣 ，Executive Vice President of Shandong People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries. 青岛市外办副主任珍珠 ，Miss 珍珠。Deputy General of Qingdao Municipal Foreign Affairs Office. 省对外有协秘书处周卫 ，Miss 周卫 Director of the Division of Secretariat of Shandong People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries. 省对外有协联络处处长李延峰 ，Mr. 李延峰 Director of the Division of Liaisons of Shandong People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries. 今天加入我们的还有长滩友城委员会主席维纳布尔 ，Miss Venable President of Long Beach Sister Cities Inc. 长滩青岛友城委员会主席苏珊雷德菲尔德 ，Miss Susan Redfield President of Long Beach Qingdao Association. 长滩青岛友城委员会名誉主席玛丽巴顿博士 ，Dr. Mary Barton President Emeritus of Long Beach Qingdao Association. 今天参加活动的还有长滩市友好协会以及两市高校的朋友们，也欢迎大家。We are also pleased to be joined today by friends from Long Beach Sister City Associations and also universities of both cities. Welcome to you all to today's online meeting. 首先，我们收看一段视频。First of all, let's watch a short video.
We're not getting the sound. Is anybody hearing this?
No.
No.
Great. We are trying to get the video right, and please hold on for a few seconds. 试过了是吧？当时试过。共享声音，哎，你那个刚才共享声音没勾上。对啊。共享声音，那个共享声音是不是应该点上？Does it work?
My name is Mary Barton, and I'm president of the Long Beach Qingdao Sister City Association. Qingdao is beautiful, and it has so many different things that we like. I feel most proud of the fact that through our joint efforts as two sister cities, we have done a lot to help both educators and students come to the two different countries and learn at a very impressionable age about the people in the other city, so that the rest of their life they will always look back on either the people in China or the people in the United States as people that they have met and they understand a little bit, and it helps to bring peace to the world.
Ballet, yeah. We saw that. They were here. Yeah, I think we should put the stool in here. Don't you think?
One out of your language.
Oh yeah, pen pal program. What?
Pen pal, I learned so much about China and Qingdao, and I would love to visit it one day.
This friendship taught me to be more open and to learn to appreciate both the similarities and differences that we have.
Thanks for this program, which has given me the opportunity to meet new things in my life and bring me moving and surprise.
This sister relationship has stood the test of time and remains strong and productive, bringing tangible benefits and fruitful outcomes to both our people and communities.
Qingdao and Long Beach are great sister cities together, two great amazing communities, and we're all about sharing and really strong friendship and creating close ties between our two countries as well.
在未来的友城发展中，在彼此双方的共同努力下，我们的友城关系将会结出更多丰硕的成果。祝青岛与长滩友谊四季常青。
Across your window.
Oh. Stories of friendship with Dao.
Just want to blow the air up there. He deserves this.
You're done. You could. These are all the people.
Continue.
Yes, with all the people.
Trying it out?
Are you? Have you seen yourself
Yeah,
yet?
I've seen you. Probably might be more people.
That is a very wonderful video, and it gave us flashbacks of the wonderful moments of Dr. Barton's career in promoting the sister city ties between Qingdao and Long Beach. And now, without much further ado, 下面请山东省人民对外友好协会常务副会长李荣致辞，并向巴顿博士转交荣誉证书。Without much further ado, I will now turn it over to Ms. Li Rong, Executive Vice President of Shandong People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries, to make a few remarks and present the honorary certificate of the Ambassador of Friendship of Shandong Province, Dr. Barton.
尊敬的石远强副总领事，马里巴顿博士，维纳布尔主席，青岛和长滩的各位朋友，大家早上好。
Deputy Consul General Mr. Xu Yuanqiang, Dr. Mary Barton, President Mr. Isabel, from Qingdao and Long Beach. Good morning and good afternoon.
很高兴今天参加此次青岛长滩线上交流。首先，我谨代表山东省人民对外友好协会 向获得山东省人民友好使者称号的马里巴顿博士表示最衷心的祝贺。
It gives me great pleasure to attend today's Qingdao Long Beach Honor Exchanges. On behalf of the Shandong Provincial Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries, I'd like to extend a warm congratulations to Dr. Mary Barton, who has been awarded the title of Ambassador of Friendship of Shandong Province.
国之骄傲在于乡亲。山东省人民友好称号使者称号是山东省人民对外友好协会2009年为外国友人设立的荣誉称号，至今已授予了48个国家243位外国友人。
Chinese President Xi Jinping once said, "Amity between the people holds the key to state-to-state relations." The title of Ambassador of Friendship of Shandong Province was set up for our foreign friends since 2009, and up until now, 243 people from 48 countries have been awarded the title.
马里巴顿博士担任长滩青岛友城委员会主席29年里，推动长滩市与青岛市在高层互访、港口、体育、文化、教育等各个领域开展了广泛的交流与合作，促进了两市人民的友谊。
During the past 29 years at the chairman of the Long Beach Qingdao Association, Dr. Mary Barton has played an important role in promoting extensive exchanges and cooperation between Long Beach and Qingdao in many areas, such as high-level visits, ports, sports, culture, and education, greatly enhancing the friendship between the people of the two cities.
为感谢马里巴顿博士对青岛、对山东30年不变的关心和热爱，感谢对山东对外交流合作做出的突出贡献，特授予您山东省人民友好使者称号。
Therefore, in acknowledgement of Dr. Mary Barton for her constant care and support for Qingdao and Shandong during the past 3 decades, and for her contributions in promoting Shandong's foreign exchanges and cooperation, you are hereby awarded the title of Ambassador of Friendship of Shandong Province.
9月30号，山东省人民政府在山东济南举办了授予仪式。马里巴顿博士身在美国，没能来现场参加，所以今天我们在此特意向你转交证书，再次对你表示祝贺和感谢。
On September 30th, Shandong Provincial Government held an awarding ceremony in Jinan, where surrogate we couldn't have repair. So today we're giving you this certificate by video link. Once again, I'd like to congratulate and express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Mary Barton.
借此机会呢，也对长期以来支持和关心青岛及山东对外交流合作工作的洛杉矶总领馆及石远强副总领事、长滩友城委员会维纳布尔主席表示衷心的感谢，希望各位朋友能够继续关注山东、关注青岛，为两市交流合作给予更多的支持。感谢大家。
I also like to take this opportunity to give my thanks to the Chinese Consulate General of Los Angeles, Deputy Consul General Mr. Xu Yanqiang, and President Phyllis Venable for the long-standing care and support for the foreign exchanges of Qingdao and Shandong. We're hoping for more of your support for Shandong and Qingdao, and also the future exchanges between the two cities of Qingdao and Long Beach. Thank you all.
Barton, please join me in a warm round of applause. Okay. 下面请青岛市人民政府外事办公室副主任珍珠致辞。Now I'd like to give it to Ms. Zhen Zhu, Deputy Director General of Qingdao Municipal Foreign Affairs Office, to say some remarks.
尊敬的施远强副总领事、李荣副会长、玛丽巴顿博士、两市的朋友们，非常高兴同大家云见面。
Mr. Deputy Consul General, Ms. Executive Vice President, Dr. Mary Barton, and friends in Qingdao and over there in Long Beach. It's great to see you all via video link.
首先，我谨代表青岛市人民对外友好协会，向巴顿博士获得山东省人民友好使者的荣誉称号表示衷心的祝贺，向巴顿博士近30年来为青岛市与长滩市有成的交流合作所做的贡献表示诚挚的感谢。
First of all, please let me to extend on behalf of the Qingdao People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries to congratulate Dr. Barton on receiving the title of Ambassador of Friendship of Shandong Province. And I also wish to express our deep gratitude to Dr. Barton for her work over the nearly 30 years of time in promoting Long Beach and Qingdao sister city relationship.
在驻洛杉矶总领事馆和省委外办的大力支持下，青岛市外办和长滩青岛友城委员会共同努力，推动了两市在港口、教育、文艺、青年交流等领域的务实合作。
The Long Beach Qingdao sister city relations has received huge support from Chinese Consulate General in Los Angeles and also from the Foreign Affairs Commission of the CPC Shandong Provincial Committee. Qingdao Municipal Foreign Affairs Office had worked closely with Long Beach Qingdao Association in delivering rich cooperations in the areas of ports, education, culture, and youth exchanges.
青岛港与长滩港在1997年结为友好港，长滩芭蕾舞团在青岛大剧院的精彩演出至今还令人难忘。青岛市园会中长滩园被青岛市民所津津乐道。
The port of Qingdao and the port of Long Beach became sister ports in 1997, and people here in Qingdao still remember the fabulous performance by Long Beach Ballet here in Qingdao, and also the Long Beach Garden at the Qingdao International Horticultural Exposition.
在疫情期间，我们开展了富有成效的交流，成功举办了2届友城大学生在线笔友项目，取得了热烈的反响，进一步加深了两市的友。
Even during COVID-19, the two cities have carried out fruitful exchanges and interactions. For example, via the 2 editions of Digital Pen Pal program. The program is a huge success and further brought the two cities closer.
知和者不以山海为远，下一步我们希望与长滩青岛友城委员会继续携手，推动在经贸等领域开展更加务实的合作，让友城的交往成果更好地惠及两市的人民。
As the Chinese saying goes, that the people with the same goals and aspirations will not be separated by the long distance between them. So with LBQA, in realizing pragmatic collaborations in business and trade and other areas so that our sister city relations can deliver more benefits to people of both cities.
谢谢大家。
Thank you. 下面请驻洛杉矶总领馆副总领事施永强致辞。Now I'd like to invite Deputy Consul General Shi Yuanqiang to speak.
Deputy Director Li Rong, Deputy Director Zhen Zhu, Dr. Mary Barton, President Susan Redfield, all the friends in Qingdao and Long Beach present today. It is my privilege and great pleasure to attend today's event. On behalf of the Consul General, Zhang Ping, and my colleagues, I would like to extend our warm congratulations to Dr. Barton for receiving this honorable title of Ambassador of Friendship of Shandong Province, in recognition of your relentless contribution to building up and strengthening the close ties between Long Beach and Qingdao over the last 3 decades. I would like to thank President Redfield and all the members of LBQA for all your valuable support and great efforts for promoting friendship and cooperation, especially people-to-people exchanges between two cities. Dr. Barton is not only a good friend of Qingdao, as we have seen in the wonderful friendship diary at the beginning, but also she is an old friend of our Consulate General. I had the privilege to meet with Dr. Barton and President Redfield in December 2019 in our Consulate General. I was deeply impressed by your friendship and enthusiasm for deepening our exchanges and cooperation. Under your leadership in the past 3 decades, LBQA has led to many milestones of exchanges and cooperations between two beautiful sister cities. Today's deep friendship and comprehensive exchanges between these two cities and the two peoples is the exemplification of your long-term endeavor. Your experience is the epitome of friendship along the way, and is also a vivid symbol of the people-to-people exchanges between our two countries. Again, congratulations and thank you, Dr. Barton. Sister city relations play an important role in promoting subnational exchanges and cooperation and friendship between the peoples. This year marks the 36th anniversary of establishment of sister city relations between Long Beach and Qingdao. Over the years, thanks to the unremitting efforts of the two cities' municipal governments, as well as the dedication of friends and partners from both countries, like Dr. Barton and other LBQA members, the sister city relations have stood the test of time and remain strong and robust, bringing tangible benefits and fruitful outcomes in areas like trade, ports, education, and the people-to-people exchanges. In particular, the mutual assistance of the two cities during the COVID epidemic is even more inspiring and impressive. The ties between China and the US are deeply rooted in our two peoples and invigorated by exchanges. Subnational cooperation and the people-to-people exchanges lay a solid foundation for China-US relations and constitute the source of dynamics. Much of the strength of our connection will continue to come from people-to-people exchanges and the interactions at local levels. As today's China-US relationship stands at a critical historical juncture, with the spirit of seeking common ground while managing differences properly, we should make joint efforts to bring our relations back to the right track of stable development, making our mutually beneficial cooperation bring more tangible benefits to the people in both countries and around the world. I sincerely hope that the Long Beach Qingdao sister city ties will continue to thrive in the coming years, as manifested by the following program of signing of MOU of cooperation between Qingdao University of Technology and the California State University, Long Beach. I also hope that LBQA will continue to play the role as a bridge connecting the people of the two cities for greater friendship and cooperation. The Chinese Consulate will do our best to support and facilitate more exchange programs and explore new ways for future cooperation. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Consul General. Next, we'll hear one of the most anticipated remarks today from Dr. Mary Barton herself. 下面请巴顿博士致辞。Dr. Barton.
Yes, thank you very, very much. I really am almost speechless. Fortunately, I wrote some remarks. Otherwise, it would be hard for me to respond appropriately because I am deeply touched by all of this. I want to acknowledge the Deputy Consul General. Thank you for participating. And of course, our wonderful friends in Qingdao and in Shandong Province. I really appreciate all of this. Thank you so much for this award. I'm kind of, as I said, speechless, sorry. You know, the Foreign Affairs Office in Qingdao has been very, very helpful to us for over 30 years. And I want to acknowledge particularly the fact that they've always been there for us. Thank you very, very much. And I also want to thank all the people who belong to the Long Beach Qingdao Association here in Long Beach for their help, because with, you know, when there's a leader for something, there are always people behind that leader making it work. And I don't want to pretend that I did any of this all by myself. We have a lot of very dedicated members. And those of you who are members today, might you just raise your hand and wave so the people who don't know you will know who you are. Richard Madera, you can raise your hand because you've helped a lot. And Joyce. Anyway, I've been asked to talk a little bit about my own experience in this sister city relationship. And I don't think you can understand that without knowing my background. My parents met in the Pacific War against Japan in Hawaii. Both my mother and my father were in the Army. My mother was an Army nurse, and my dad had another job. He wasn't a soldier with a gun, but he was in the Army doing work in the war. And so I grew up as a child hearing all of their stories, especially my mother. She had lots of very tragic stories about people who had been hurt in the war. And it impressed me very, very much that we should always strive towards having peaceful relationships with other countries and not resort to war. So that has been a guiding principle for me all of my life, and especially in my career. I was a professor, and it was part of our curriculum to be sure that our students were exposed to cultural understanding, even if they were business students. It was our job to make sure that they had some understanding of different cultures, and that in order to be successful in the global environment, they had to understand people in different countries. So later on, I became an administrator at California State University, Long Beach, and I directed the development of a number of international education programs for executives. And so when I was invited to join the Sister Cities organization, it seemed a natural progression for my interests and passions. So here I've been now working with Sister Cities and Qingdao, especially for 30 years. It's kind of surprising to me. But as a volunteer, I've always been doing this out of my passion. So, and those of you in China may not realize that we in sister cities in this country don't get a lot of government support. In fact, until this year, there was no government money for the Long Beach sister cities. We had no paid staff until now. We have a part-time person that we're happy for. But until this point, all of the work was done by our people-to-people believers, by our citizen ambassadors who did it because they believed in it and not because they were paid to do it. So all of our dedicated members have been putting on several events every year. And you folks in Qingdao may not know it, but we're kind of famous for our Chinese New Year party. We do a big party right around Chinese New Year. And we bring in a lot of people who wouldn't know anything about Chinese customs unless they came to our Chinese New Year party. So, and I know a number of you have been to the party. It's pretty fun. We also put on an annual business luncheon every year. And we've managed to foster a trip or sponsor a trip to Qingdao just about every other year. So, of course, before COVID, we were planning more visits. And I'm sure when COVID is over, we will do that again. I have to say, though, that we've had some extra support from the Port of Long Beach. It's always been very interested in what we're doing, and we really, really appreciate the support of our own port in our activities. Now, I personally have had many good experiences in Shandong Province, as well as in Qingdao. A number of you have been with me in Qingdao and Shandong Province. I don't know if you want to raise your hand again, but I see Diane Jacobus there. We've been there together several times, and some of the others have been there as well, too. I have to say, I have wonderful memories of those trips. Remember when the dancers and the singers came? Many times we have sent students, high school and college students. We brought businesses there. Several times people in logistics, architecture, other sorts of businesses, and a number of educators, usually college professors. We brought them there. And once in a while, even some officials would come along as well. But I think they were in the minority. By and large, we mostly have brought our citizen ambassadors to Qingdao and to Shandong Province. So we're trying to fulfill our mission that way. And I have to say, Qingdao has been such a fabulous host for us. They would always have planned the most wonderful visits and tours and entertainment and food. And when the people from Qingdao would come to Long Beach, we would really struggle to be as good as they were at being hosts. Because we don't get the government money. And so we were always scrambling to try to make us, you know, at least be perceived as good hosts. I don't think the food we gave them was as good as what we got in Qingdao, though. I'm sorry. I do want to thank, as I said, some of our LBQA friends. That includes Diane Jacobus, Susan Redfield, Wendy Chow Lee, who's on here today, David Griffith, Patricia Soyasu, Eduardo Garcia, Joyce Spillane, Richard Madeira, and many others. They really have all helped. The best part of this job is meeting the people. It's really, really hard to top that. And especially for youth, I think, for them to meet people in another country with a different culture just expands their mind, expands their picture of the world. And that's really what I think we're all in this for. And that is with the expectation that that understanding will lead to a peaceful, better life for all of us. Finally, before I sign off, I want to say that today we're facing a new and terrible challenge, and that has to do with the environment. And I really hope that our two countries could work more together, and that we as sister city organizations can find ways for us to do more work to prevent global warming. And that will no doubt lead to a better life for our children, our grandchildren, the people that depend on us to do a good job now. So again, I just want to say I'm very happy to be a citizen ambassador and to have met virtually everyone here. And I look forward to more progress towards leading to a better life. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Dr. Barton, for sharing your story of working with the Long Beach Qingdao Sister City Relations. And thank you so much for the time, effort, and passion put into this important area of work. I know that Mayor Robert Garcia has produced a video for the event too. So in the next 1 minute or so, let us hear what Mayor Garcia has to say in his video speech. 下面我们共同收看长滩市市长专程为此次活动录制的视频致辞。没有声音。
No sound.
Here in Long Beach, Garcia, and I just wanted to. Hey, it's Mayor Robert Garcia, and I just wanted to join so many other folks in congratulating Dr. Mary Barton for this incredible ambassadorship, this friendship ambassador. As we all know, Qingdao is such an important part of our cultural exchange here in Long Beach. Dr. Barton, for over 30 years, has been involved in building our Sister City Association program here. Our Qingdao relationships are so critical through all of our teacher-student relationships, the different exchanges we've had, cultural exchanges, conversations around trade, conversations around education, conversations around healthcare. All of these things have happened over the last 30 plus years. And we're really, really grateful to Dr. Barton for her incredible work. So just to Mary, I want to just congratulate you. This is an incredible honor, but also a great way to continue that important sister city relationship.
Thank you. And now I will invite Ms. Phyllis Venable, President of Long Beach Sister Cities, Inc., to make some remarks. 下面请长滩友城委员会主席维纳布尔致辞。Ms. Venable, I will turn it over to you.
Thank you very much. I am so honored to be here to be part of this celebration for a truly remarkable person. I will say that we have always known in Sister Cities of Long Beach how special Mary Barton is. And now it's just great to know that other people know how special she is and that you are recognizing her incredible ability. She's been involved in Sister Cities for over 30 years. And Qingdao has very grateful to Mary for the leadership she's shown over the years. You know, this is not, when you work in this environment in Sister Cities and the people to people, it's not, we don't get paid for it. We don't get a lot of accolades for it. We don't get in the newspapers and we don't have people, we don't have fan clubs, but you need to have the heart to do it. If the heart isn't there, it doesn't matter what your skills are, how professional you are. If the heart isn't there, you can't make a difference. And this woman has one of the biggest hearts that I know. And that's exactly why you are recognizing her today. And we are so proud of her at Sister Cities of Long Beach. We know that she is going to do even greater things if she'll step out and let us push her up. She'll let us do that. So I want to thank all of you today for recognizing this wonderful person. and for honoring sister cities of Long Beach as well, because I mean, we plucked her, so we must have some accolades too. Thank you, and thank you, Mary. Congratulations. We look forward to more work from you.
Thank you so much. In 2020 and in 2021, California State University and Qingdao Technology University have participated in the digital pen pal program, and both schools have expressed intention of a further collaboration. So coming next on today's agenda is the signing of a letter of intent between the two universities, which will lay the groundwork for their collaboration in pen pal program, in faculty and scholar, and in students exchange. Today, Ms. Zhou Hong, representing Qingdao Technology University, and Dr. Jade Jose, representing California State University, Long Beach. They will sign on the letter of intent in a few seconds. 下面，请两所高校的代表在线签署合作意向书。Mr. Jose and Ms. Zhou, please sign, put your signature on the letter of intent, and after signing, would you please show the document for everyone to see?
Okay, thank you very much.
Here.
我就记得有一次，好像是，其实这个买东西没经过我这儿，是金主席和那个谁，和张副主席张海江，他们好像去买过东西，但是我记不清什么时候了。
请老师们静一下音。
是什么时候都不记得，是19年还是20年？
请大家保持静音。Please place yourself on mute.
本子上没有任何的那个支出吗？对，20年我看的是6月19来对，然后在4号来。
请在线保持静音。Okay, after signing, would you please show the document so that all of us can witness your signing, okay? Please show us here. Okay. Congratulations.
One in Chinese and one in English.
Congratulations to
Thank you
both
very
universities, and we hope that your cooperation will create fruitful outcomes for your universities and also add new impetus to the Long Beach sister city relations.
Thank you very much.
Today
We
we're
look forward
also
to working with you.
Okay, we look forward to your great outcomes. Okay, thank you. Today we are also joined by Dr. Barton's colleagues and friends who are excited about her achievement. So before we conclude today's event, let us also hear some of their brave remarks by Ms. Susan Radfield, Mr. Richard Medera, Ms. Joyce Spellin, Mr. David Wilcox, and Mr. Eduardo Vargas. So first of all, some remarks from Ms. Susan Radfield, the president of Long Beach Qingdao Association. 静音呢？
I've got it installed muted. Muted.
Hello, my name is Susan Redfield, and I'm the current president of the Long Beach Association. I'm here tonight to thank and congratulate Dr. Mary Barton on receiving the title of Friendship Ambassador for Shandong Province. I wouldn't be here today, but for Mary, who invited me to participate in the Long Beach Qingdao Association activities. Almost 20 years ago, when soon after I moved to Long Beach. since then, I've learned so much about China and about the Friendship Cities and the mission of this organization. I've learned about our exchanges, our student exchanges, like the ballet programs and the sailing regatta program that we had several years ago, other academic programs, and our manufacturing and business exchanges, as well as the garden expo that happened several years ago. And of course, I've learned about Chinese New Year. Several years ago, Mary invited me to join her on one of her delegation trips to China. And I had a chance to visit Qingdao, which I totally loved. I love the architecture, the culture, the restaurants, and of course the beer. And I can't wait to go back again. Long Beach Qingdao Association has a bright future, particularly because of the collaboration between Long Beach, Cal State Long Beach, and the Qingdao University of Technology. And none of this would have been possible without Mary Barton's leadership, her wisdom, and her commitment and belief in the mission of exchanging friendships between Qingdao and Long Beach. So congratulations, Mary, and thank you for your remarkable and outstanding guidance over the years for Long Beach Qingdao Association, and especially for your friendship to me.
Thank you. Next, we will hear some brave remarks from Mr. Richard Madera, President of Long Beach, Rosarita, Mexico Friendship City Association.
Here, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, Mary, you've been my friend all these years. This has been these 30 years that we've spoke about, that all of your extraordinary work that you've done, I've been beside you and you've been my friend. And I've been mentored by you, I've been taught by you, and a lifetime, really, a lifetime of work in people-to-people exchange. Mary, you so often talked about people-to-people exchange. This is what we've been doing. And the importance of that work, of being an ambassador, and from the heart. And I know your heart is so big and my heart is big too. I've had an extraordinary experience in Qingdao as well, accompanying Mary. And we have such appreciation in the sister cities of Long Beach for Mary's work for such a long time. And thank you for your mentorship within our own community and beyond to the international community. Thank you, Mary. Congratulations.
Would also love to hear Ms. Joyce Spillane, member of LBQA, to say a few words. Ms. Spillane, could you please unmute yourself so that everyone else can hear what you're saying? Okay.
Congratulations to Mary. Mary is the most amazing friend and perfect choice for this honor as Ambassador of Friendship of Shandong Province. Mary is unfaltering in her quest to bring the people of two countries together in friendship. In 2014, she paved the way for High Tide Quartet to travel to China. One of our many adventures was to perform on Qingdao television as special guests for the first annual pop music and part singing contest. We sing 4-part a cappella barbershop quartet style. We made many new friends there, including the winners of the contest, the men's quartet of Qingdao Opera Theater. We were able to continue our friendship with these wonderful singers via email after we returned home. Our two groups shared videos of our performances back and forth, and I shared sheet music and learning tracks with the men's quartet as they were eager to learn some of our songs and singing style. Thank you, Mary, for a most wonderful experience.
Thank you, Ms. Spellon, for sharing with us your loving memories about your connections with Qingdao. And next, we will hear some remarks from Mr. David Wilcox, Artistic Director of Long Beach Ballet via video.
USA. Thank you for inviting me to participate in this event. Unfortunately, I can't do it live because during that time I have classes and rehearsals, but I would like to say a few words with a video recording to thank Mary Barton for all the wonderful things that she did for Long Beach Ballet. She first invited us to perform in an event many years ago, about 8 years ago or 9 years ago, when she brought dancers from Qingdao. I didn't even know that Long Beach and Qingdao were sister cities at that point. She invited us to perform, and we did, and we became close friends with not only Mary and the Long Beach Qingdao Association, and with people that were brought over, and we hosted them to come to our school, had a lot of fun meeting with them and training with them. And then we were super honored to be invited to go to Qingdao in August of 2015 to perform there with a big celebration where we were featured along with a lot of local dance groups, and it was a wonderful experience. We had so much fun. We did many dances. We did a comedy ballet. We did a ballet about American history, and we got to perform alongside the beautiful dancers from Qingdao area and the local schools. Mary did all of this, set this whole thing up for us, and it was an absolute joy and wonderful experience. And we've been trying to get back there. The timing hasn't worked out, but we're hoping maybe next summer we'll be able to go back to Qingdao again and celebrate. So Mary, thank you for all the wonderful things you've done. Thank you everybody in the chat and here from us here in Long Beach.
Now, last but not least, I will turn it over to Mr. Eduardo Vargas, member of LBQA and Regional Director of Morrison Express Corporation, to make his comments.
Mary, my name is Eduardo Vargas. Mary, I want to congratulate you. I met Mary at a coffee place. She told me about the Sister Cities program. We have a friend in common. And it was very exciting when she organized this business delegation. We were more than 12 visitors. To me, I connected with the LBQA because, I mean, I'm all about business. We move containers from China into the US, and I communicate with people throughout the world. Communicating with my colleagues in China is different from seeing them face to face, right? There's so much an experience to visit my colleagues in Qingdao, and I owe that to Mary Barton. I mean, don't get me wrong, I go to Shanghai or Beijing often myself, but being to Qingdao, very nice city. I mean, the food, the beer, excellent experience, and I'm really happy. I mean, what Phyllis mentioned, it's all about the heart, right? Like when I felt really connected with Mary when it's all about the heart, because when you have a common purpose, it doesn't matter the language, right? It doesn't matter the nationality, or it doesn't matter where you come from. If you want to make something happen together, right? You make it happen. I mean, if you want to do good, you do it regardless if you speak the same language or not with your colleagues, or you just make things happen. And that's what LBQA is about, and that's what Mary represents to me. Very lovely experience. I want to say, Mary, you're truly an ambassador. You're for the friendship, and I'm really happy to celebrate today with you this award. Congratulations, Mary.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Vargas. And I believe that Ms. Diane would also come in and say a few words. Diane?
Are you, I think of Mary in so many ways, and I think probably everyone has have the same thoughts, but I do know and remember when I first met Mary way back when, And we had a number of, well, I thought it was very coincidental because you heard how she talked about her parents during World War II, and my father was involved in World War II. So we had a and I think and it grew from there. And we even went to Russia. Remember that? So we're very fortunate to look back over all this time, and the friendships between the two cities has grown enormously, and people look to our sister city and say, my gosh, I mean, we know we're the best because of Mary Barton. But thank you, Mary. I've enjoyed working with you for all these years, and even at my age, it's still fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning and this evening, and for sharing so much great stories about your connections and relations with Qingdao, and also for your experience in participating of Long Beach Qingdao Sister City relations.